Hey everybody, I'm Chad, and this is Above It, Love It. Hey, so I guess the topic I want to talk about today is whether it's possible to be both gay and straight without being bi. Well, what I mean by that is if it's possible to have started out straight or started out gay and changed into the other side. I don't mean that as a choice. I mean that as your brain changed you, because we know so little bit about our brain that I'm questioning whether it's possible to even happen. The reason I started thinking about this is I just started thinking about what happened when I started figuring out myself that I was gay, which was back in 7th grade, and what happened before 7th grade, in 5th and 6th, end of 5th, and 6th, and start of 7th, I watched and looked up odd things for a gay person. I looked up like what a bikini was and things like that, and looked up different kinds and things like that, and I wanted to see them on women and girls and things like that. Like, it really turned me on. Like, I know because what I saw below. Anyway, and then halfway through 7th grade, I started hitting on this guy in my science class next to me. He was one of my partners. We had 3 partners in our groups. Every group had 3 partners. Well, 4 people, but 3 partners. So it's really confusing. Like, is that possible that I was straight for the beginning part of my life, and just in 7th grade, like halfway through 7th grade, that started to change, and I started to realize that, and another example of this is one of my really good, used to be a pretty good friend, last year, a year and a half ago, was, he didn't find out he was gay until 18, which we hear that all the time. Some people take till they're 21 even, or 25, but is there a point that can stop, that you won't find out till you're 40, maybe? Is that why we have some divorces, and they tell their husband or wife that they're gay, or bisexual, or lesbian? Is it possible that maybe they weren't covering it up, but maybe they truly didn't find out till that point? Because, for the majority of us, we find out pretty young, like 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade. That's when we begin to find out. And some people accept it right away. Some people take years to accept it. It took me 2 years to begin to accept it. Actually, it was a year and a half. Oh, yeah. Year and a half, 7. Yeah. Actually, it was 2 years. But yeah, is that possible? Like, was that part of my life true? Was it actually happening? Or was that just like a figment of my imagination? Because it's a pretty interesting topic, because we know so little about our brains, that maybe our brains are truly in control of everything, Well, that's obvious, because our brains control us, not us. We don't control it. But is it possible for our brains to switch what we are? Not a choice, but what our brains force us into. Is that possible? And I think I'm beginning to think that it is. And I guess I'm just here to say that it's okay, If you're one of those people out there who's waited and who's found out in their marriage that they're gay or lesbian or bisexual, it's fine. Because sometimes it takes that long to figure it out. I'm thinking that you're gay and you're lesbian or you're bisexual. I'm thinking that's what it is. Some people it truly is. Some people we know that they just have hidden it for so long because they've been in denial. But I'm thinking that that's not the only reason that all the divorces out there for gays and lesbians and things like that happened, in straight marriages, I'm thinking that's not the only reason. I'm thinking that another reason for gay, lesbian, bisexual split up from a straight marriage is this thing in your brain that just turns off and on the switch that tells you one day you're going to be this, one day you're going to be that, and you're going to slowly find out, which way you are. So I guess my just question for you is, do you think that's possible? Do you think it's not? I really don't have anything else to say, except that kind of happened to me, and it's baffled me up until now. Although it's not a very important topic, it still brings into the picture that your mind really is in control of you, not the other way around. It just goes to show that. And it's really interesting. So if you've had any experience like that, or it took you years to find out that you were, or you thought you were the other way before, or maybe you were the other way like me, so any experiences, any comments, any research, that'd be awesome. So I guess that's about it for now. I hope to see you next time on Above It, Love It. Bye.